it is where you are at this point in time. You're welcome once more on the Beton Crypto. Today, I want us to talk about coins, altcoins that can make us massive gains. 10x altcoins. These altcoins are underrated altcoins. They are about to make you massive gains if say you pay attention exactly to what I'm about to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys coins that are in a good spot at this point in time and what you should be looking at if say or before you buy that coin. You need to pay attention to this till the end. Don't sit there and say, I'm not making money. I want to give you guys everything I got today on this show. If you're welcome here, if you're new here, you're welcome, of course. If you're a returning subscriber, of course, you are welcome too. Yeah, as I mentioned today, we're gonna talk about all of this. So make sure you smash the subscribe button, like this video at least to help the video reach out to more people like you to get to see what we are gonna discuss here today. Yeah, let's dive into this. By the way, I'm gonna go straight now. Like I'm gonna show you guys the things we need to see. This is one of the coins we have to buy. Like I'm already thinking of buying this coin. When I was doing research, I stumbled on this one first. This was the first coin I stumbled on. I was like, okay, maybe let me just create a video today to show you guys all some altcoins that you can buy. I don't know exactly which altcoin, but I'm gonna go through my process of analysis, quick analysis and see the altcoins that are in a good spot. Of course, guys, we have to pair this with what is going on with Bitcoin and also with what is going on with USDT dominance. We need to understand all of this. If say Bitcoin dominance is giving us some signal, USDT dominance is giving some signal, or Bitcoin. So we need to combine this analysis in order to make the best possible decision buying. It's not all about buying. Like buying, you need to know when you're buying. Because even though the coin is at a good spot, right? It's not. It doesn't mean that you have to buy it instantly. Except you want to play the long term game, right? And if you want to play the long term game, good and fine. This coin are still good. But if you want to play, you want to do it fast, then I'm going to show you guys what to do. Now, this is Rune. The first thing you need to do is go on the daily time frame. It's simple as that. And you should want to have this 50-day moving average, or you can get all of these moving averages that I have here, at least 50-day moving average, and also I have here the 13-day EMA and the 11-day EMA, the 13-day EMA. Yeah, let me just go and confirm this quickly. I'm using the hybrid system here. So let me go and confirm. But I know I have this EMS here. Let me just go quickly and confirm it with you. So you can see exactly what I'm trying to convey here. Let's see. Style. Okay, you see, I have the 5-day, 13-day, and 50. Like these are the EMAs that I have, so you can plug all of this EMA on your chart if say you must. But if say you don't have like the paid plan, you can just go and get just one indicator. Go to this indicator tab and search for traders reality. Yeah, by traders reality main. So this is the one with 8.1k. So you click on that, it's gonna appear on like this. So yeah, so that's it. You can also have the alpha trend if you want to. Just go and get the alpha trend. Alpha trend. Those of you who are new here, you can go and get the alpha trend. This is it. Alpha trend. And if you want to get more, you can get the BETONG moving average. Go to the BETONG moving average. The BETONG moving average is one. You click on it and it's gonna appear like this. So this is what I have here. Now, the reason why I chose Rune as my first coin is because Rune made this move to the upside. It break structure. It came back and retest structure. Yeah, but break a little bit, and now we have seen how price break and close above the 50-day moving average, and now we are on like price is currently on the 50-day moving average, which is bullish. So what you should be looking at is simple. Drop down to the 4 hours time frame. Okay, you want to see price hold these levels where it is right now. So this level where it is, want to see price hold that level. So what we should be looking at right now is, you can see price made this move here. So this should be some sort of like M formation, that price is trying to build on the 4 hours time frame. So you can draw a line like this, bring in the Fibonacci retracement tool, pluck it from this bottom here to the top of that move there. You are looking at the golden pocket to be the zone where you are going to place that huge buy. So this is a golden pocket here. This is the area where you should be looking for that buy opportunity. Let me take off this now. So I already have this now here. Let me mark it in a way that we all can see it. Let me make it yellowish. Then the other one, let me the middle. Let's see this one. Let me make it this color. Yeah, so you can see this is a zone where you want to see price get to, because like now we are in the UK session. We are going towards the US session, towards the peak of the UK session. So we might see a little bit of bounce from here, back to at least the 50-day moving average, before we see continuation to the upside. But if we see rejection here multiple times, it can be the next 4 hours. If you see price reject your multiple times, you can even drop down to the 1 hour time frame, right? And you see, yeah, and what you're looking out for here is simple. You see, this is the bottom moving average here. You want to see price, come here, reject the golden pocket multiple times, create some sort of W here, go above the bottom moving average, come back here, hold, then you can buy here. But usually I try to get the best possible entry here, then put tight stop loss at least below this the previous low. Yeah, you can see price has been in a constant uptrend. If you look at this on the 4 hours time frame, you can see, yeah, uptrend, and we are still in structure because price hasn't yet broken this structure yet. So you can place your stop loss right below this zone here, just below here. If you buy here, you can put your stop loss here, so something like this, and you can target this zone here, this previous high, this previous swing high here. So let me just bring in this tool, plug it here. Let's see if price gonna get there. You know how what are we looking at? Yeah, so you place your stop loss just below, yeah, then you target this high here. You see, so that's gonna be an amazing trade if say we cash this move. If say price, is gonna reject this move, then that's gonna be an amazing profit for Rune. Guys, I'm gonna spend so much time on Rune alone. Then the rest of the coin I'm gonna show you here is gonna be the same idea. The same analysis to apply it there. The way I'm doing it right now. So Rune is one of the coin. Now let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. Let's check which one we have got here. Atom actually has rejected from this 50-day moving average on the daily time frame, which is bearish. So what I want to see are coins that have break and are above the 50-day moving average, at least on the daily time frame, before I'm gonna start looking for that trade. Right, at least it's gonna be a quick trade. If say we're gonna look at Bitcoin at some point to see where we are with Bitcoin and all these dominances, so we can get some confidence as to what is going on in the market. So Atom is not part of our of what we want to see here. Near, by the way, Near is a good project, and it hasn't yet done anything based on the daily time frame. So generally, I'm gonna just buy Near protocol and hold it, right? Because I'm seeing that we break this structure, yeah. We came back and we are still holding this zone. We haven't yet gone to make higher high. So this is still valid. Like, we are still in an uptrend, right? And now we are seeing that price have rejected from the 50-day moving average, which means we might be getting some sort of bounce anytime soon. Let me just confirm this. Looking at the 4 hours time frame, if that's the case, yeah, we might be getting some bounce soon. You can see we might be getting a bounce soon, not some bounce soon, a bounce soon. So you can see, let's say to an extent, price is gonna like do something like drastically. We have to confirm it by bringing in the FIP tool to know exactly when or where we can be buying. So you can see we are now at the 50% of this move up here. So you can start buying here, but this should be the main zone where you want to place that main order, right? So your final buy should be at least at the golden pocket. But of course, you can still buy where we are, because right now we are at the 15%. We are at 50% of this move to the upside, right? So if we see multiple rejection here on the lower time frame, let's just say on the 1 hour time frame, if you see multiple rejection here, you can see price is just holding now around the better moving average. So if you see multiple rejection here around this moving average and price do something like this, then you can easily buy ruin. Near protocol, then you take the right, the same target this liquidity here, so this should be your take profit here. That's gonna be an amazing trade for you if say you are gonna take the trade. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this, I'm gonna take this trade, but long term, no, I don't think you should buy near protocol long term, because of course you can, but what am I even saying? I mean, like short term trade. Yeah, you can trade this short term, but if you want to do this long term, then you have to buy based on swing trade. So what you're gonna be looking at is simple. You are buying here, knowing that it doesn't matter whether price keep going down, you're gonna keep DCA in. Then your target is gonna be around this $6, yeah, or this liquidity here around the $7 or $8 price point. And in that case, let's see how many percent is gonna be if price go back there from where we are currently. If price goes back there, let's see. What are we looking at? Yeah, we're looking at about 2x. Yeah, 2x. But from there, if we're gonna see price do something like that, then there's high chances that we can 10x, like 10x for this coin. For this coin. Now, if you go higher to the weekly time frame, you're gonna see where the coin has gone before. Yeah, you can see this high here around $8, and we haven't yet made our way back to this golden pocket here on around $13. And on the weekly time frame, we are still bullish. Why? Price hasn't invalidated this move here, this huge move to the upside. We are still here, and we need to see price hold here. So long term, I would say buy near protocol, and short term, you have to trade it based on what I showed you here. If you see price get here short term, you can buy here. If you see price reject here multiple times, you can buy here, and then you cash the profit here. Or if price reject instead here, do something like this, then you buy, and the same target is gonna be the outcome. So yeah, that's gonna be a good trade for you. I'm gonna just write down, like, so I can remember. Let me just write down that buy near. I have pen and paper here. Buy near. So I remember. Um, Let me go to the next coin. Let's stay on the daily time frame. Let's see, Radium. Is it there? No, Rhythm is not there, but Rhythm is a good project. Why? I mean, it's one of the biggest decks on the Solana blockchain. So yeah, yeah, I think we might see Rhythm do well after this huge move to the upside. Price has been dumping, and now we are seeing price coming back towards this key area. Yeah, you see this rejection here. So we might drop down to the 1 hour time frame. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's not good. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. Okay, let's just say, let me just bring in the flip two here to see where we can buy. If say, like short term trade. Okay, most of these coins are getting towards the golden pocket, and guys, it's gonna be the same idea. You target the previous high, So this is the golden pocket, yeah, yeah. You just want to mark that area, then you take off the flip two, you are buying, yeah, like you don't just buy like that. You need to buy when you see volume rejection, like vector candles, before you buy. Like you see this vector candle, and if I go to volume, you're gonna see that this buy, you can see volume, high volume here. Now we are seeing low volume. So if you see volume spike with vector candle, then you can buy. But I think we might see some sort of movement here, during the UK session that might take price towards this previous high here. Make it simple. Don't So guys, like the same idea applies to this about this. What I mentioned about near protocol is the same, how you're gonna like position yourself with radio. Okay. Let's go back to the four daily time frame and see the next coin. Let's look at Filecoin. Let's see. No, Filecoin. Maybe the same idea with Filecoin. Let's see Trump. Okay, up. The same idea with Trump for short term. Let's see. Um, no, Jito was pumping recently. Okay, Jito is now like this coin pump recently. So we want to expect at least rejection from this. You can see it break with high volume, not really high volume, but this movement here was with high volume. So what we should expect at least is retracement back to this moving average, at least the 50-day moving average, and from there you can start looking for your buy, right? But it can still reject from here. So you can fall down to the 4 hours time frame to see where we are currently. So, like, okay, based on this one now, you can wait for price to bounce, from the 50-day moving average on the 4 hours time frame. You can see price has been moving around here and stay above the alpha trend, but now price is below the alpha trend, and maybe price want to bounce here, and this will mean recover most of these vectors here that price haven't yet recovered. You see, so this should be the zone where you should be looking for that buy. If you see multiple rejection here on the 4 hours time frame, let's say if price get here on the 4 hours time frame, drop down to the 1 hour time frame, look there. If you see multiple rejection, you can see it's in confluence to like towards where we have this 200-day moving average and the bottom moving average. So price can get down there, and this moving average is going to make its way there. From there you can start looking for that buy opportunity. So this is fantastic. I love this because, guys, like I'm doing this with you at the same time I'm doing it for myself. What I'm doing here is live analysis of the kind of coins I should be looking at to take my trades for today. If I want to take a trade, I'm going to look at these coins, to take a trade. Of course, this is Friday. Sorry, this is Thursday. Tomorrow is gonna be Friday, and tomorrow I don't want to be trading. Because tomorrow is usually the day that the market makers are not in business. Not like they are not in business; they are out for the weekend, and the whales can come in and start manipulating the market. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing exactly what I said. So this one now is gonna be a buy from this zone here. Let's see which other coin here. OP has been doing well recently, but OP is the same idea. You can see on the daily time frame. These are all good coins that can literally, guys, like make you crazy gains. Trust me. You know, OP. All of the coins I show you, I've shown you this like so far are hardcore like ecosystem infrastructural project. So if you are having them in your portfolio, holding them like for the next 2 3 5 months is going to be good for you, because this is a good zone to buy anyways. You can see price has been rejecting, like this is a board meeting, yeah, price moving sideways, consolidation. So I think the next thing we should see here is pop up at least to cash either of these moving averages here. So in either way, you are going to be good to buy, at least, yeah. Let's see which other coin we have here. Okay, I don't want to make this video to be so too long. I think the two, like the ones I've given, is enough or are enough. I want to give more in subsequent days to come. But let's just look at Popcat. Popcat might be in a good zone to buy too. No, well, the same idea, but we are below the 50 moving average, so I'm not gonna buy that. Super, let's see, no. Fed, let's see. Fed somehow, no. Like let's just pray that or hope that Fed reject this zone. So if Fed reject this zone, right? If we see Fed reject this zone, then this could be a good buy. You know, if you reject this zone, you can drop down to, like, let's say, the 15 minutes time frame for this one. If you see, you can see it has been a constant downtrend. We might see some sort of quick reversal here. So if we see price reject this zone, you can cash a short trade and then take us back towards this high here. So yeah, that's gonna be a quick scalp if say you want to do that. Let's see which one again. We got, yeah, theta, theta. Let's see, theta, the same idea. Let's see, Lido. Yeah, Lido is in a good spot. Yeah, you can see it's like this one is actually in a good spot. Trust me. You can see it's above the 50 moving average. You drop down to the 4 hours time frame. You see where we are. We are around the beta moving average. So if price reject here on, like, let's just go to the 1 hour time frame and see. So if we reject here on the 1 hour time frame, then it's gonna be good. If you see price reject here multiple times. Of course, we can come here to sweep all of this liquidity here. So you can expect at least price to reject from this area here, this zone. We have lots of liquidity here. This is this area, so price can come here, grab all of this liquidity. This should be the buy zone. You want to see price reject here multiple times, and after that you are buying. To take price to the previous high here. you know so that's that. But for us to trade all of this, what we want to see with Bitcoin, of course, let's go to the big daddy. um let's see where we are with Bitcoin. It's very important we know where we are with Bitcoin in the circle. Let's go to the daily time frame and see where we are. Okay, based on this time frame, we are still above the 13-day EMA, but price has broken the 5-day EMA, and we are still above the 50-day EMA, which means we should be bullish. And the worst case scenario, we should see price at least bounce from the alpha trend, yeah, which is around the $106 dollars. So let's drop down now to the heat map to see if we have some orders there. You can see, yeah, we have some orders there around $106, 10667, and we have more liquidity around $109 and $110. So for the next 24 hours, there's high chances that Bitcoin can go to $109 or $110, and from there you can reassess to see what will happen afterwards. If you go now to the chart of Bitcoin again, you're gonna see that if we look at the previous high, the high, like the high for this week, you can see, yeah, it was around $110,000. So it can make its way there. And guys, what I don't want to see is simple. I don't want to see, like, price can do whatever price want to do, right? But I don't want to see price, at least break this zone here. Price shouldn't break this zone. We are at a key area. This is a key area that I don't want to see price to break. At least let's get a rejection here around 100K. But if we see price break below 100K, then that's bad news for the entire market. Trust me. This could mean that the Bitcoin bear market is here. Okay, so Bitcoin so far, it looks good, it looks bullish. Now let's go to Bitcoin dominance. Let's see what is going on here. Oh boy, look at this, look at this bounce from the 50-day moving average, which means they might go to recover this Bitcoin dominance might go to recover this liquidity here. Look, I see this vector here, it can go recover out of it, or and then if possibly go and recover this one too. So looking at dominance, I'm seeing this zone here to be a target, and I'm also seeing this zone here to be a target here. This zone, yeah. So, like, whatever you're doing, you have to look at this key area. Yeah. So if we're gonna break this zone, like where we are, if this should be the rejection, then price might take us, or dominance might take us right up to about 65. And if possibly go even higher. All right, this is Bitcoin we're talking about. Yeah. So like altcoins might not do well, So if you want to see, if you want to be like buying your Bitcoin, sorry, buying your altcoin I've just showed you guys, you should be looking at this based on what is going on like with dominance and with what I'm about to show you right now. That's USDT dominance. You can see on the daily time frame is not good. You can see price like dominance has rejected here, and we are around now this middle part. Oh, I call it the pivot point of any trade that I trade, like any trade that I want to take. The beta moving average gives me this pivot point. This red moving average in the middle is like the pivot point, the point of control. You can see price has been bouncing in by rejecting from that zone multiple times, and now we are back there after price break with this huge volume. Yeah, we are back there. So we need to see price reject not actually price dominance. That's USDT dominance to reject this zone here. If it break above and close above, then it's not good. Okay, it's not good. That will mean that it might break and close above the 50-day moving average, and this is not going to be good for altcoins. All right, but I think this short-term recovery was necessary to then mark price downward. So do like something like this, then mark price downward to recover this other vector. Yeah, So having said all of this, guys, I think now you understand like on a macro perspective, what I'm looking at, what you should be looking at before you buy these underrated altcoins. So that's that for this video. If you want me to keep doing more of such video, then make sure you are part of my community, subscribe, like the video. If say you are someone who want to learn like all the process full time everything, then make sure you head to the description of this video. There's a link there where you are going to join my community on Telegram. You can become part of my VIP to get what I'm buying and when I'm selling. And if you are someone who is in the crypto space and you want to protect your data, then you have to get NordVPN. I use this even when I'm streaming, when I'm trading. You don't want to give your IP address away. You want to be able to hide your IP address, and this VPN, NordVPN, is going to be exactly what you need to hide yourself from these dangerous players in the market. Right? So just go there and get up to this 76% off NordVPN. It's just $3, guys. It's not expensive, and this is going to protect your data from the bad boys out there. So go and get this, or you can get NordPass if say you want to protect your password. You don't want anyone to see your password. NordPass can help protect your password. Just go to this video, the description of this video, then you click on this link to get that. And again, before I go, if you want to learn how to trade, you want to have one-on-one with me, mentorship, all this good stuff, then again, connect with me from this video. Just go below and connect with me. Until then, guys, see you the next one. Bye-bye. Ciao. I can see you, Ivan. I can see you.
Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To BETONG crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Digital dust, he never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars and the blockchains.